different. Like looking at the quart jug, once you go to that side, everything is the same. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So you don't have to worry about walking around the whole entire vehicle.
Gotcha.
You just do this side, and when everything's different, you just go on the opposite side. This here, you'd be like, I got the straps on the depth filter, making sure they're not loose or tight or falling off. Same with my exhaust, making sure that's loose.
We'll give it a little gentle.
Yeah, you know, making sure it's tight, not loose and falling off. And that's from here, and then you make sure. I'm pretty sure that's part of it. I'm not 100%. Making sure that filter's on there.
Gotcha. Okay. So we would go. You would go from here to
To
there.
the other side.
Don't even worry about that. Okay.
Yep, just
All right.
come over here and look at this side. And when you get to this side, then you would start digging into the brakes, the filter, drive shaft. Make sure. Oh, this
Steering linkage is
steering
good.
linkage is loose or tight. There's no leaks, visible leaks, no audible sounds of leaks. This is my air pump. It's gear driven.
No leaks there.
No leaks. No coolant. No audible noises. Looking at my power steering fluid, it's where it's supposed to be. My drag link is tight. It's not loose. My brakes, no air leaks, visible leaks, or cracks on the air line. I don't see no wear or leaks or chalk marks on my drum or my pads or shoes. I got more than 4/32 on my tires. I don't see any rust marks or anything like that where these are loose. They're all tight. I don't have any cracks or welding on the wheel. My hub seals are not leaking or anything. And then you can pull your dipstick out and be like, my oil is not operating at range. I don't have any problems there.
Can we say we pre-checked that? Or did they want us pulling
grab a
it?
hold of it? Grab a hold of it. You could say that you pulled it out and looked at it. If not, just pull it out real quick. Oil's in the operating range. Then put it in. I actually forgot to do it. I probably got docked points, but I made up enough points from there to there that it didn't cost me anything, you know?
Good.
And with the brakes set, that's if they ask you about the slack adjuster, you say you want to check it. With brakes set, correct?
You have to push on the brake pedal to actually see what your brake gap is.
Gotcha. But aren't you supposed to check for play or something?
You can just. I don't remember them saying anything like that, and they never asked to check your brakes. That's why if you keep shit clean, they're not gonna ask for that shit.
Gotcha.
So if we keep it clean, get it all cleaned up for tomorrow, we'll be all right. But usually you say 1.5 to 1.75 inches, I think, is what your play is, if I remember right.
Gotcha. Yeah, because the stroke on those is about 1.5 inches. Yeah.
So over on this side, I'm going to touch on the power steering and the hose, dividends like
make
that.
sure there's no leaks. I mean, if you've seen no visible leaks, like if you've seen seepage or anything, that's not a leak. But like this, you just grab a hold of it. No, it's not loose.
And what is this again?
This is the steering linkage.
Okay.
And then this is your gear box, your power steering box. And then this is your drag link. And then that's.
So I got a comment on that filter there?
Nope, because it's not part of it. And then here you'd be like, I'm looking at my shackles, my spring shackles, make sure they're not broke or cracked or anything. They're made out of metal. I'm looking at my strut mounts here. Same way on the other side. Just make sure there's no visible leaks coming down or anything like that. I'm looking at my springs, make sure there are no missing pieces or cracks or breaks in it. And then same with your U-bolts, making sure they're not cracked or broke or anything like that. Then you come over, you'd work your way down this way. Like I'm looking at my straps on my gas tank, make sure they're not loose. Tank's not loose. Looking at my cap, seeing if there's a filter and it's not loose or broke or anything or missing. Making sure my seat or my foot flooring is not loose or broke or anything like that. Looking at my mirror, make sure they're not loose or broke or anything like that. My pull handles loose or not loose. Same with the door, making sure the door is not loose. Inside door panel and stuff, making sure that's not loose. Where your handle is. And when you come this way, you want to kind of want to creep down in here. Like I'm looking at my air tank, make sure there's no visible leaks or cracks or where it could be possibly leaking. I don't see anything on my drive shaft. Drive shaft looks tight. It's not loose. Everything's greased and where it's supposed to be. Looking at my air canisters, make sure I don't hear any audible noises or anything coming from those. Looking at my, I forgot what those are called.
What is it?
These bars here, I forgot what they're called. Torsion bars, maybe? I don't know. I don't know.
Gosh.
But anyways,
Trailing arms.
Trailing arms, like making sure my trailing arms aren't loose or missing. Looking at my rear springs, making sure they're not cracked, missing many pieces, making sure the shackles are good and in good condition. My U-bolts are still there, they're not broke or missing or anything. In between my duals, I'm looking to see if there's anything broke or cut or even any abrasion on the tires, or looking for if there's anything stuck or jabbed up in the middle of them.
Yep.
Rear tires can be at 2/32. Looking at the wheels, make sure there's no welded spots or anything like that. Looking at my lug nuts, make sure that there's no rust marks or anything loose. Looking at my mud flap, make sure they're not loose or falling off. Minimum 8. I think so. I didn't bring it up. Here I'm looking at, make sure all my lights are in where they're supposed to be. They're not missing or broken. They didn't. I think if I remember, I took this truck. They didn't say anything about reflector tape, so we should be fine. I wouldn't bring it up. You brought it up, and they'd ask questions.
Yep.
So I wouldn't bring that up. But other than that, then you're looking. Then up in the front, you'll be like, hey, I'm looking to see if it's leaning one way or the other right now.
Gotcha.
That's pretty much the walk around. But
Do I have to go on that side?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Unless they tell you to go on that side. I wouldn't go on that side because everything on this side is the same exact thing on that side.
So start from the DEF
Yep.
system.
Yep.
And work around.
Work around and around. Look at the exhaust system because you're looking for any. When you're looking at the exhaust system, also you're looking for any soot marks or any leaks or anything like that around the exhaust system. If you don't bring that up real quick, but like, yeah, I'm looking just to see if there's any leaks around the exhaust. I would see a black coloring or anything if there was exhaust coming out those pipes. So you
Good.
should be good on that. And then it's interior. The guy, if I remember right, the guy came out and said when you